What's going on, you guys? EP09 back here with another video. I got a couple of quick updates for you guys today. I've got some updates on Nick Walker, Derek Lunsford, and the biggest fake natty since Mike O'Hearn, the Liver King, who's being slapped with a $25 million lawsuit. Stick around, you guys. I've got all the updates for you here.
This guy knows. Eat liver.
Well, it didn't take Nick Walker very long to get back into the gym. Nick posted a video to his Instagram of him hitting legs doing 20 rep sets on the leg press. You know, Nick knows that his legs need to come up for him to move up in the placings at next year's Olympia, his outer quads in particular, and Nick is wasting no time to make those gains and reach his goal of winning the Olympia. Nick was back in the gym the next day after the Olympia actually doing some arms, and, you know, I hope Nick is getting in some rest. Even the mutant could stand to let the body recover a little bit, you know? It's funny though, even Jay Cutler said that Nick was a lot like him when it came to how disciplined and consistent he was to diet and training. Actually, I heard Jay say on a recent Cutler cast that Nick may be more consistent in some ways than Jay was back in his competitive days. Nick remains focused and adamant that he will win the Olympia and that nothing will stop him. It should be interesting to see how he does now that he's moved out to Las Vegas. In fact, Nick is training at the Lift Factory in Vegas here in this video. I wonder if Nick decided to move to Vegas before or after the Olympia decided that it was moving back to Florida, which is where Nick was living before moving to Vegas. It's a pretty interesting thought, actually. But yeah, I'm sure location doesn't matter as much to Nick. He's had to travel from state to state and pass for competitions, and this wouldn't even be a factor for him, I don't think. Anyway, we'll see how Nick does over the next year. I bet he's getting in a ton of calories right now to get that growth. So there's another guy that's getting in a ton of calories right now. Derek Lunsford posted a recent video to his YouTube page where Derek posted a video of him doing a photo shoot with Breon Ainsley, as well as another photo shoot with Chris Bumstead and Hottie Chupin. Everyone looked great after the show, big, full, you know, and I bet it's going to make for some great photos. Now in the video, Derek showed everything that he was eating on that day just after the Olympia. Derek says in the video that he basically stuck to his regular diet food. He had a couple of bites of some food at the gala after the Olympia, apparently, but then he went back to his room and said he had oats and protein, woke up and had an egg white omelet. But you know, Derek is a professional, and he knows these photo shoots post-show are not only very important for marketing, but Derek genuinely enjoys documenting the process and sharing it with the world. Super nice guy, well-deserved of his second place victory. But Derek stuck to mainly his regular diet food of ground beef and rice, really. That is until after the photo shoots were all done. Derek then went out for his first true cheat meal after the Olympia, where he actually went out for steaks, but apparently the restaurant he went to may have been out of steaks. So Derek settles for some Wagyu beef burgers, and I'm sure that was just as satisfying for him. He was so tired that I'm sure he just wanted to get the food in and go to bed. Derek would know better than most. You gotta get in that food and, you know, have the proper supplementation to make sure you get that growth.
Never felt more alive than right now.
Now, one other guy that is well known for his supplementation, the Liver King. Liver King is being sued for $25 million. All the big news outlets are reporting on this at this point, but one article I read said that Brian Johnson, aka the Liver King, is being sued for $25 million in a class action lawsuit which was filed in the state of New York. So one of the statements that I read said, he claims in the $25 million lawsuit that Johnson falsely advertised his products and encouraged a quote-unquote dangerous and life-threatening diet which caused customers to suffer from severe foodborne illnesses. Apparently, the lawsuit claimed that the Liver King was consistently shirtless in order to showcase his muscular physique and portrayed himself as the epitome of health. So yeah, this is really not at all surprising, really. The guy was successful in selling his products because he primarily attributed his physique to eating copious amounts of raw liver and other types of raw animal products, bone marrow, testicles, you know, etc., etc. But of course, for a regular person, this is not only not sustainable, but probably not always obtainable in some quantities as the Liver King. So obviously the Liver King supplements would be the next best thing, right? This is where the lawsuit comes in as far as I'm concerned, as it was not the Liver King supplements that made the Liver King so jacked, as we all knew to the 99 percentile before he came clean. But it was in fact his $15,000 per month steroid and growth hormone regimen. Now at the time of releasing this video, there's only one plaintiff in the lawsuit, but I'm sure more will come forward in this lawsuit. Potentially a good number of people, actually. Will they get the full $25 million? I'm not sure. My guess is probably not. I would love to know where they came up with that number, but if I was to guess, I would say that the Liver King will probably try to settle this outside of court to the best of his ability. But yeah, there's only so many people that he can pay off to make this go away, really. It might get up to 25 million by the time he's done paying people he's deceived over the last couple of years. The Liver King has been doing damage control to try and curve his image toward his journey of being all natural, appearing on podcasts like Valuetainment and YouTube channels like Tennyson, all of which is an attempt to show a new side of the Liver King where he is moving forward as the Natty King and ultimately trying to save his brand. The Liver King's companies released a statement which read, "We have not been served with any lawsuit at this point, and it would not be appropriate for us to comment on pending litigation." So we'll be sure to keep following this one. Anyways, that's all the updates I have for you guys today. Leave me a comment down below on what you guys think of some of this stuff. Is Nick Walker getting the jump start on the competition good for next year's Olympia, or should he be taking more time to rest? If you were Derek Lunsford and you were going to a steakhouse for steaks and they were apparently all out, how upset would you have been after finishing top 2 in the world? Do you think the lawsuit could be the beginning of the end for the Liver King? Thanks for tuning in to EP09. Be sure to like and subscribe.